teams are at full health here, both contending with injury.
Yeah, and it's a shame, really. You always want to see teams at full strength, but there's no asterisk because this game's going to count just the same.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Rizachet. Young is up there with Daniels. Then it's Okongwu. And Gay is in at the 4 slot. Now Banchero. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. Banchero outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
Yeah, and that comes down to playing reckless defense. They need to have more discipline and do a better job of guarding without fouling.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Shot by Joseph, no good. What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college, he's been overseas. As a head coach, he's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Basket, good.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's the screen, and here's Young from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Carter. Back to Wagner. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Now here is Carter. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here is Young. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Over Joseph. Young's shot is good. Young's got 5 now.
Well, he is such a confident shooter. Young just taking what the defense gives him there.
Carter against Okongwu. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Caris LeVert's checked in for Atlanta. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 1, the Magic.
Well, you have to praise their defense over the last month. They've been working as a team to put almost constant pressure on opposing offenses. Just terrific stuff.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Back to Young. Okongwu with a screen on Joseph. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Young.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Banchero. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
The first free throw is good. Back in 2022, the number 1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year, and on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them.
Here's Niang. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Stolen by LeVert. Here's Krejci. 17 points in his last outing. Let's go. A nice shot by LeVert.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wagner outside. Down low, here's Anthony. LeVert grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Krejci passes to Niang. Pass to LeVert. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Cole Anthony.
Tricky shot for LeVert. Defense is all over him, but he draws a foul on that attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
2 shots.
And the free throw drops for LeVert. So it's both teams making substitutions here. LeVert hits both of them. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Orlando. 4-point game. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Atlanta up 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
The Magic trail by 4. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
We've got Paolo Banchero. Cole Anthony is out there with Black. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Anthony. Scoreless thus far. 5 on the clock. A second chance effort.
And once in a while, a team will have this kind of night where nothing is working, but it's still early. They have a chance to play themselves out of this funk if they just keep battling.
Here's LeVert following the bucket by Orlando. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
An all-around threat. LeVert is skilled at sizing up defenses and exploiting them in that pick and roll.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Yep, it counts. Anthony's got his first bucket in this one.
Wiggling his way in there. Anthony made it work in close.
And here's LeVert. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Jazz. And he makes good on the layup. LeVert's got the lead up to 4 now for Atlanta. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Now, here's LeVert. 9 points in the game so far. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
This offense just continues to impress.
The Magic trail by 4. Pass to Banchero. To the middle. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Take a look at the Magic. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, Atlanta right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And I think for the Magic, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic, trailing by 2. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr. A tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the 3. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. Looking back at that time, what stands out?
Look, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did. A volume shooter. Young takes and makes loads of 3s.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Carter outside, launches a 3. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Young from the arc. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, 3rd of the game so far.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Joseph with the ball. Still yet to score. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope, and he uses the glass on the lane. Caldwell Pope's got the game tied up here for Orlando.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Magic lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the 3rd quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Looking at Atlanta, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
And focusing back in on the Hawks, they're in a tight one.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Orlando's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. On the court right now for the Hawks, we've got Okongwu. Young is out there with Daniel. Then there's Riziche. And Gay is in at the power forward. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Now, here's Joseph. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And it's Banchero missing. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to Daniel. Here's Gay. Nothing on the board. It's hauled in by the Magic. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Joseph, that's good.
A good shooter and defender. KCP can also make plays for others.
The Hawks trail by 8. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Let's see what you got.
Got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Here's Riziche, still without a basket. Pass to Daniel. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
For Orlando, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell-Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams, and he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. Now here is Carter. 6 points for him. Doubled by Okongwu. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Clock at 2 from 17 feet out. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Nothing yet for them in the 3rd quarter. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
One of the elite scorers in this league. Trae Young with another big night. He is relentless.
Poke loose. There's the lob to Carter. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, throw it up to Carter Jr. and he'll take care of the rest. It's that easy.
The Hawks trail by 9. Young dishes to Okongwu. Back to Young from deep. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Caldwell-Pope outside. Pass to Carter. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. He's covered by Daniels. 1:04 left in the 3rd quarter. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Here's Risacher. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Carter. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Carter's got 4 this quarter.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. Here's Risacher. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Now Carter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, there, Carter Jr. uses his size to his advantage and gets himself to the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
The first one falls.
Well, more of a classic big guy. Wendell Carter Jr. is at his best inside the paint, mixing it up with guys on either end of the floor.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. Anthony comes in for Caldwell-Pope, and Black's subbed in for Joseph. And he can't hit the second. The Hawks trail by 6. Now Matthews. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And here's LeVert. There's the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Orlando out in front, up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Black, also Anthony out there. And it's De Silva in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. And it's LeVert missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Anthony, the pass to Black. Back to Anthony. Releases. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Anthony's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Orlando. Pass to LeVert. Hawks passing it around. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a great touch on that shot from LeVert. Even the foul can't interrupt the rhythm of his mechanics.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Orlando leading by 3. Here's Banchero. LeVert grabs the miss.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Here's Niang. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in. Well, he's going back to the arc. He might be building some momentum from range here in the second half.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
Get loud and let them hear it. It's T-shirt time. Let's get it, Magic fans.
Joseph, he's checked in for the Magic. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Now, here's LeVert. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Now here's Matthews. Aston Yang to the wing right side. LeVert with it. Puts up a three. Orlando grabs the miss. Bitadze's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Banchero, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now it's a 10-point Orlando lead for Atlanta. They've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one make. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
It's time to get loud for the 407.
For the Magic, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Cole Anthony. Here's Young in the corner. Daniels. They need this. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
That's a nice find by Trae Young.
Orlando leading by 8. Banchero outside. The quick look, no good that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Joseph against Young. Lets it go with a 3. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Carter outside. Wagner from long range. Rebounded by the Hawks. Rizachet wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And now just a 2-point Magic lead. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Banchero. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And all eyes on Banchero here. They want to see how he handles some intense pressure.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Young looking around. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Banchero, that's good.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
Young outside. Carter pulls it in. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Banchero. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
Coming up big in the clutch. Trae Young lives for these moments.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 4 team foul. At the line for Orlando, Corey Joseph. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Young. It's hauled in by the Magic. They've led by as much as 10. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Orlando, Paolo Banchero. Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
Here's Young. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, and when he gets inside, Trae Young is an expert at finding contact and getting to the free throw line.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both good from the line that time. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for 2, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Feint looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Daniels using that vision.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Trey Young, third personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Magic, Corey Joseph, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. After Rizachet. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.